Paul's earlier films were judged as rather heavy. But in Man of Flowers, strong flashes of his black humour leaven what would otherwise be a rather mawkish mixture of people and their problems.
Again, I think anybody that walks past this house is certainly as crazy as Charles Bremer in Man of Flowers. If you go into everybody's life, it's quite extraordinary. And we sort of brush it aside and think, oh, we have a certain norm we all live by. And within all that, every human being has this extraordinary deep or dark grounds, which they very rarely expose, and they're all very afraid of and never talk about. It's the same like when we grow up, we are being given the language to express thought. Thought is a very conditioned process. So you've never been given the language to express what you feel, what you really feel. You can't. Language is not good enough for that. So we're all running around saying the wrong thing in the right way, because that's what language really does to us. So there must be other ways of expressing that. I think that's why I make films. I find speaking very frustrating.
Now, Paul's films, to my way of thinking, are practically self-portraits of the man's emotions.
He is, say his friends, a lonely heart, a man of flowers, concerned with loneliness and alienation, and constantly working through these concerns in his films. But for someone so alienated, Paul Cox has an inordinate number of loyal friends and supporters. The painter Asher Billou lent his house for Man of Flowers and worked as the film's art director. And like many great European directors, Paul always works with more or less the same group of actors and technicians. He calls them the family. They, in turn, find working with him both demanding and stretching. The idea is that they all grow and soar together. But will it be here or in Hollywood?
And Paul was getting phone calls from Hollywood at about the rate of 3 an hour. And he wasn't even taking their names and addresses. That's one of the things I like about Paul. He's in no haste to sort of take the Woman's Weekly World Discovery Tour to Los Angeles, like so many of his colleagues.
Financially, I'm still sort of very shaky. And, but I know because of my nature, I have to do something that really interests me. And usually it only happens when I instigate something myself. And there are various things I've looked at. I've had a lot of pressure from the States now. I mean, it's quite extraordinary. There's so many people in the States that are much better filmmakers than I am. Why should they worry about me? But I must say that I will go next month just to have a look. Because I find it quite bizarre. I have a very bizarre sense of humor, and it's probably that makes me respond to it.